What's going on, YouTube? This is Jason from JT's Retirement Countdown and Motivation. I officially have 191 work days remaining till I retire on January 13th, 2025 at the age of 55. Rough week at work this week. Even more of a reason why I can't wait till January 13th, 2025. Just tough. And I think that the more that, the closer I get, the tougher it is, because I just don't want to be there anymore. But, we all got to do what we don't want to do sometimes. And that brings me to what my video's about. 5 excuses that I've heard people make as to why they can't work a second job or a side hustle. And I'm going to try to give you some insight as to, I'm going to try to debunk some of them issues and some of them reasons why people think that they can't or won't or don't have time to work a second job or to start a side hustle. Number 1, no time. We have time for things that we want. We have time to spend money and get in debt. But we don't have time to work a second job. I would love to know, and I don't know, I'm not an expert and I'm not researching this at this point, but how much time do we spend sitting on our phones, looking at YouTube videos, or playing games, or on Google, or we have time. We just choose to say that. And I believe truly that that's an excuse, that you don't have time. Listen, even if you got home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, let's just say a second job. I'm not even going to talk about the side hustle yet, part of it. But just let's say that you work 2 nights out of the week and 1 weekend day, 8 hours. You work for 4 hours Tuesday night, you work for 4 hours Thursday night, and you work for 8 hours on Saturday or Sunday. That's 16 hours, correct? 16 hours. And just say that the job's paying you $15 an hour. That's $960 a month. Now, I know there's taxes, so let's just say, let's round down a little bit. Let's say that's $800 a month. That's $10,400 a year that you could put towards debt. And that's 4, 8, 16 hours out of your week. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm sure that people spend 16 hours a week on their cell phones. Why not do something to help yourself or help your family and get out of debt? $10,000. What could you do with $10,000? No time. I don't believe it. Nope. Number 2, too tired. Too tired. Tired? Man, I worked 3 jobs before. You want to talk about tired? And I'm not even saying work 3. I'm saying work 2. If you're really, truly trying to get out of debt and to make your life better and to save for retirement and to save for emergencies and to put a couple dollars away, too tired. Don't fool yourself. You'll do what you want to do. We as people, we do what we want to do. So there's no question. Too tired? No, that's not a good excuse. It's not a good excuse. Number 3, fear of failure. So listen, now if you're going to get a regular hourly job, there should be no fear. If you're working a regular job and, you're someone who's been around, like you should have no fear of that. Now, the business part of it, like starting a side hustle, maybe that's true, but listen, the amount of research that's out there on Google and on YouTube that you could look into, and remember, I always say this. I'll always say this one. You have to be passionate about something that you're doing, whether that's passionate about getting out of debt or passionate about cutting grass. You have to be passionate about it. So I get it. Now, if somebody doesn't have a business sense and, they don't understand like how to start a business, it's not hard to research it. So the fear of failure on that is small. But you got to find something you're passionate about. Because like I said, it makes a difference. Whether you're trying to be out of debt, or you're passionate about cutting grass or cleaning houses or walking dogs or pressure washing or anything. And there's a million side hustles, folks. Just Google it. There's a million side hustles. And number 4, don't know where to start. Listen, once again, that's another one that's all you got to do is look it up. How to start a business in Ohio. How to start a business in Kentucky. Online. It take you 5 minutes. You're on your phone anyway. Look it up. And there's a million side hustles, folks. A million side hustles. A million second jobs. We're living in a country now where people can't find people to work. So there's jobs out there. There's all kind of stuff out there. But I question you and ask you if you're thinking, do you really want to get out of debt? Do you really want to make a better life for yourself, or is it boo-hoo to you? Is it boo-hoo? Do you want to get out of debt? Do you want to make a better life for yourself? Think, folks. And number 5, it won't make a difference. I already gave you the example with just 16 hours, two days a week, 4 hours a night, and in one shift on the weekends. Now, here's where I'll tell you doesn't make a difference with a side hustle. So that's 16 hours, like if you're working a regular $15 an hour job. But if you're doing a side hustle, and I'm just going to use lawn care because that's what I do. Say you have 5 customers on your street. $50 a customer. How much is that? $250 a week. And you're cutting them weekly, once a week. That's $1,000 a month. Now, granted, lawn cares, and where I'm at, we cut grass 7-8 months out of the year. So even if we use the 1,000 times the 8, that's 8,000. What could you do with that 8,000? You put some money away for your retirement. Put some money away for emergencies. Put some money away for your future. Get yourself out of debt. This makes sense, folks. This definitely makes sense. This ain't hard. Do you want to be out of debt? Do you want to make a better life for yourself and your family? It's hard work. There's no question. You're away from your family. You're away from that couch or your chair or at home. And listen, I like being home too. But if you're in a position where you owe somebody money, it ain't going to get easy. No one's going to pay it off for you. Get you a side hustle or a second gig. Get out of debt. And number 1, stop spending every dime that you make. Because if you're spending every dime you make and you're still using credit cards, How's that going to help you? It's not. It's not going to help you at all. Listen, I gave you 5 excuses, and I debunked every single one of them. Number 1, no time. Number 2, too tired. Number 3, fear of failure. Number 4, don't know where to start. And number 5, it won't make a difference. And I answered all 5 of them for you. Get you a second job or get you a side hustle. Get yourself out of debt. Change the dynamic in the course of your life. I promise you, you won't be upset. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. But you're worth that. Your family's worth that. This is Jason from JT's Retirement Countdown and Motivation. 191 days, work days remaining till I retire on January 13th, 2025. Take care and God bless.